Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Flamewheel 450 drone and some of the components that are required to fly this particular drone system. So as you can see, this is the Flamewheel 450 composite frame. This is controlled by the EMLID Navio 2 flight controller. It's being run by a Raspberry Pi 3 Bravo running Arducopter 3.6 on Linux. We have 3DR Iris 2213 950 kV motors with 9.5 inch diameter, 4.5 inch pitch props. These are run by 30 amp ESCs. We have the FrSky X8R receiver, and this is controlling the flight controller through S-Bus. Of course, each one of the ESCs is connected to the Navio 2 flight controller. We have rather a generic GPS receiver plugged into the GPS input port. And also note on the controller here, this is the barometer I have hidden here by some open cell foam. We have a 3000 milliamp hour 3S LiPo battery, and that's being monitored by this voltage sensor connected to the smart port of the receiver that transmits telemetry to my transmitter. We also have the 3DR 915 megahertz 500 milliwatt telemetry system that connects to the laptop. So that is most of the information on the drone itself. Then our here we have our controller. This is a Taranis Q FrSky transmitter. And again, this has telemetry, so while I'm flying the drone, I can see the battery voltage. It'll actually enunciate the battery voltage while we're flying.
0 volts.
And of course, the laptop, we're using Mission Planner by ArduPilot. And when I get this connected up, it will give me telemetry and will control the drone. So we can have pre-programmed flight missions, etc. So a pretty handy system. A lot of components to piece together. All told, have about $550 into the drone. This is a $200 transmitter, and the software is free. I'm going to demonstrate the procedure for firing up the drone and connecting it. We'll start by turning on the drone, and then the transmitter.
Hello, Daddy. Welcome to your drone flight.
I programmed the switches of the transmitter to control different flight modes. For example, right now, in this particular flight mode, it'll auto level, but it won't use the GPS or the barometer. Or I can switch this to loiter mode, where it'll hold altitude more or less, and its position. And then there's another position where the drone will return to home. In order to connect the drone to the Mission Planner software, you need to go ahead and select Connect. And it'll search for the Mavlink connection to the 950 megahertz radio telemetry system. And so it now has telemetry, and we're now receiving information from the drone controller. So let's go ahead and fly.